Obsessed with sounds on the track.
Greetings, everybody. Mike Emmerich here. Eddie Olczyk alongside Ray Ferraro down at ice level. Tonight, we have a thrilling evening of hockey ahead. The New York Islanders will host our game tonight. Fun fact, the stripes in their logo represent the 4 consecutive cups they've won back in the 1980s. Nearing the start, here is Eddie Olczyk.
Dennis Potvin, Mike Bossy, Billy Smith. What a run those guys had here on Long Island, bringing home 4 cups in a row to establish themselves as one of the best dynasties in the game. We're obviously in a new era, but the players could draw inspiration from those legends and go for the win tonight.
Puck has been dropped, and we are watching with you. That was one. He'll get the number on.
Boychuk's off to a really aggressive start. He gets a solid lick in as he tries to set the tone for his team physically.
Swatted down and sent down to lead. Skates along the line. Puck grab. What's next? Laid on to lead. Scores! Terrific way to begin for your home fans. It's 1-0.
The key, once you score one, try and get another. Push them back on their heels. They've got one, go get 2.
The Islanders have broken the tie. Perhaps they can build on this lead here in the first period. New York's got another face-off win. Driving in from no man's land. Gathered up again by Ellis.
2 minutes, 33 seconds.
The Predators are at the wing in neutral ice. Stole that pass at a critical end of the ice. Good place to shoot from, and he does. Save. Nashville setting up an offense from the wing. And the puck heads to the neutral zone, and so everybody has to get reset. The Predators starting back in their own end. Solid work there by Forsberg. Open ice hitting is back.
Well, that big hit's going to really excite the crowd.
Carries it on in from center. A shot. Hung right over him and couldn't get it past.
Great opportunity, better stop.
On to Letty. Snapped it off. Save with a blocker. Puck controlled now by the defense. Back on his stick. Brings the shot. That shot came from right in front.
Leonard's made a textbook stop here. He's in good shape positionally. He makes the save, and he makes it look really easy.
The Islanders with a face-off win. Slid to Filppula. Looks ahead to start something. Smart recovery by Smith. Skates it into the zone. A huge open ice hit. A great speed bump set up there. Shoots. That's terrific goaltending.
That great save was all positioning.
Outstanding body contact.
Subban's skill is known throughout the league, but when he throws his body around, everybody takes notice.
Chip to Smith. Good place to shoot from, and a save. Propelled to lead. Lets it go. Outstanding save with a glove.
Goalies have to make a half a dozen great stops in a win. This is one on a beautiful move, but there is nowhere for the puck to go.
A little under 6 minutes still to be skated. It's a 1-0 game. Nice face-off work. Passing one off now to Boyle. Onside. Keeps it going behind the goalie. It'll come free, but not without a lot of work. Collected by Boyle. Shoots one. He was standing in the lane and got some of it. Blockered away. Good work. Still hasn't paid off yet. Threatening an attack. They've got all the gunners out. Elevates a pass to Simmons. To Bonino. Dishes it back. Walks the line. In front. Hatchets it. They score! And they've tied the game up.
We came into the game, guys, thinking these teams were evenly matched. Now we've played some of this contest, and here we are back at a stalemate.
Nashville's won that face-off. They have it. Laid on to Yarncroft. Chipped down by Irwin. Keeps it in the zone with that interception.
17 minutes, 48 seconds.
Inside the final minute of play. Took care of that one. Makes the stop and holds for the whistle. From the face-off, and they lock up, and a good reach. That's help from the wing. Pitching this one to Lee. Shoots! Wonderful save. What skill by both goalie and shooter. He scores! Just before the period ends.
There's been a number of close chances here at either end as this continued tie game strung out. Now they've got the lead. We'll see where it takes us now.
New York's ahead by 1 goal here in the first period. A lot of time still left to play, but getting one and breaking the tie was huge. First period over, we began scoreless, and now we're not. Hockey's narrowest lead is what we have here. 1 goal.
15 minutes, 58 seconds.
The difference in the game is just 1 goal, and it came late in that period. Will it springboard to something more in the second? We'll see, but for now, we go to break. One period played, a second period is about to begin. What do you think of what we've seen so far?
Nashville's team is still in this game, Doc. They're down by 1 goal, but easily could be a lot more. You hear the term now, puck management. They did not manage the puck at all in that first period.
Back in his defensive end to get it. Puck is thrown to Everly. Is able to move on in. Lets it go. Save! Gathered up again by Ellis. Wow, what a move. Great glove save, and he keeps it. And freezes play for the whistle.
You can't deliver the puck much better than that, but the goalie says no chance. That's an excellent save.
It's dropped. They lock up, and that's a good job by the winger. In with it now. Great pass ahead. Nudged along by the skate. Routine save, but a necessary one. Pitching it to Forsberg. On to Ellis. Terrific shot, but a great point-blank save.
That was a tougher stop than it looked.
Back to the point. Here's a one-timer. Wonderful stop. Shoots, stared him down and made the save. To Ladd. Great offensive job here. Means nothing if they don't score, though. The pad came in handy that time. Crosses that line. With a shot. Deflected off the blocker. Wrister from the slot. And yet another save. How does he do that? Pass attempt to Komarov. Taken over again. Drilled. Great stick save. Skill play by Ladd. And he holds on, and the whistle stops play.
Leonard's battling athleticism denies the opportunity. What an effort.
The Islanders win it. Slid to Pelech. Gathered up by Andrew Ladd. Intercepted that one at an important place. Skilled play by Boyle. Intercepts that pass. Maybe he can generate something. New York's along the wing at center ice. That puck's loose, defended away by Komarov. Somehow, this one's going to come free. Looking to Simmons. Takes it in from the neutral zone. Turned a shot on net. Save there. A whistle and a rest. A little under 8 minutes to go in the period. The Islanders with a narrow lead of 2-1. Puck dropped in the logjam, and the winger reached in and got it. Gathered up again by Ellis.
I'd say this game is played out pretty much according to plan. Both teams have been really focused on the defensive side of the puck. There's not much room. It has been pretty physical, and when there are chances, the goalies have been sharp.
Up to the point. Not a hard hit, but effective. Moving it to McLeod. Nicely received at the point. Chip to Yossi. Has that pass off the boards. Scooped up by Yossi. Great save. That play has been blown dead, though it's difficult to know why. Apparently, the referee just lost sight of it.
That's an excellent scoring chance. The shooter got off a really quick shot.
The Predators win the draw. Fires. Loud pad save. Not a long pass, but effective. He's got it. Smart recovery by Everly. Score! 2 straight goals.
This shot is an absolute laser that finds the back of the net. Nobody saw it until it hit the twine.
Well, the goalie shakes his head, turns around, and sees the puck behind him. He can't believe he got beat low on the stick side again.
New York's got a 2-goal lead. Good time to have it. Late in the second period. What will they do next? What will be their mode of attack? Nashville's taking that neutral zone faceoff. Trying to go to Ekholm.
Assisted by number 7, Jordan Eberle, and by number 7,
Oh, broke it up.
time of the goal, 18 minutes, 42 seconds.
periods are in the books here. And the books could very well have some perspiration stains on it by now because these teams have worked pretty hard. But still, a third period is ahead. On to the shots on goal at the end of 2 periods. 15 for the Islanders, a lucky 13 for the Predators. The Islanders end the period with a 2-goal advantage. We focus on this one, the one that made it 2 goals, and we'll have more in just a moment. Two periods played, 1 period ahead. What are your thoughts so far, Eddie?
The Predators, Doc, trail going into this third period. They have to start converting some of those chances that they've had. The time of possession has been in their favor, but they're still down.
Gives it over to the point. Taken out along the boards.
There was a pretty good boom when they went into the boards. That is a solid hit.
The Predators skated up on the side. He's got that point pass. Hammers one. Oh, what a save. He brought his best shot, and it got stopped.
New York's really taken the air out of the game defensively, Doc. Their goaltender hasn't had much to do, but he stopped the shots that he's had to. Johansson's position here allows him to deliver a devastating hit.
Won that face-off. Now what? He's got that pass at the point. An enormous hit.
Forsberg's not very happy after taking that huge hit. He wasn't aware who was around, and he paid the price.
Puck covered, whistle blown.
Johansson's eyes were as big as saucers. He sees the opponent with his head down, and he steps up for a huge hit.
Just over 3 minutes have gone by here in the third. It's a 3-1 game. The Islanders win that faceoff. He scores! 3 in a row!
You get to this high-scoring area, a wrist shot is a great choice.
The goaltender's not going to feel very good about that one. He thought he was in good enough shape, but he gets beat right up over the glove.
New York's goal has built an even bigger lead. We're in the third period. For the opposition, at least that is fortunate. And they've won the faceoff. Dogged determination there by Ellis. Directing that one to Smith. Gets in, looks over his options here. Waits from the corner. In that defensive zone, an important play. A big hit.
Oh, it's the open ice hits that hurt the most. That is a solid shoulder check there.
Oh, did he ever get mashed? New York's back in its own end, trying to work forward. Propelled to lead. Score! 4 unanswered goals.
Lee's quick hands allowed him to snap that one off and score the goal.
Man, he played that funny. He didn't even get his stick over into position to help with the stop. He might as well not have one.
Goalie to the bench, substitution made.
Well, it was pretty clear a little while ago in this game that this was not going to turn out well. He has not had a very good night. The coach looks like he's clearly fed up with it. And while the team has played very poorly, the #1 way to change the game is to take your goalie out.
And they've won the neutral zone faceoff. You win that, and you don't have to chase. They chase you.
Number 7, Jordan Emerling, and by number 2, Nick Leddy. Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 43
A little over 7 minutes skated here in the third. With that goal, the lead becomes more impressive. It's up to 4. The Islanders are skating it up at neutral ice. And he dumps it in. Snapping a pass to Forsberg. Steps in from the neutral zone. A shot. Dings it off the iron. Laid on to Forsberg. Takes that pass. Cranks a blast. Save. Picked up by the defense. And now it's directed to Komarov. To the point it comes. Puck out of the zone, and the attackers regroup.
Boychuk's back on the ice. He just hopped over the boards. He's been all over the ice and the score sheet.
Wouldn't let him by. Shoots. He missed the net.
He hammers the one-timer. The goaltender doesn't have to make a save, though, because it's just outside of the post.
In behind with it. Possession in the zone. And he gets it back. Sends a howitzer. Puck controlled now by the defense. What a ripper! They score! They hope to make a change.
Arvidsson's slap shot had some heat on it.
I think he should be able to shut this off. The goalie gets down into the position to stop the puck. He just doesn't get the blocker there in time.
The Islanders control from the neutral zone.
33, Victor Arvidsson, assisted by number 13.
My, what a hit.
I think the glass is still rattling after that big hit.
Passing one off now to Simmons.
38 seconds.
That puck flopped over the glass and is out of play, and a fan from Corunna, Ontario came up with it. Just a hair over 5 minutes left to go in the third. So they have scored. Maybe this can be the snowball headed down the hill. They need 3 more. Good, solid defensive play with the stick. Nashville's moving to center. Slides it to the point. On to Simmons. Angles it ahead to Bonino. Gives it to the point. Terrific determination by Boyle. And he gets it back. Attacking from the boards. To Bonino. Puts a shot on. Kicked away. Snaps it to Boyle. Pitched. He scores. That's 2 unanswered goals.
With all that pressure in the zone, you just knew it was coming. What a shift.
Leonard's pretty dejected. He thought he had the top portion of the goal covered, Edzo. He does not.
The Predators have closed the gap to just 2. And there is time here in the third period to get another one, or maybe get 2 and get this game back even.
Scored by number 50.
Slid to Ellis.
Smith, assisted by number
The Predators empty their net. He's at the bench.
13.
Soccered along by Smith. We are in the 60th minute out of 60. Pitching this one to Pavillier. Net empty. A great opportunity, but he missed the net. Net open. Missed. Has that one measured in his own end. Sends to the point. A slot wrister. Save. Chip to Bailey. It's dumped in. Nice work by Yossi. Chipped off the boards and ahead.
That's a pretty sharp play. Maybe he was a little bit of a pool player in his day. He banks this off the boards to his partner, much safer than going across the front of the net.
Net open. The game is over. The game is over. A tremendous game that it was. It had a little bit of everything, a lot of entertainment.
People got their money's worth, Doc.
The Islanders go to center ice. They pay one last tribute to the fans with the yes, yes, yes. And again, we thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the evening as much as we did. For Eddie Olczyk and Ray Ferraro, Mike Emmerich saying good night.